Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Command Central, and in this barrel I have something very evil to show you. It is called the Skitter. Oh, and we're off already. So as you can see, the Skitter is quite powerful. It's basically the queen of spiders, I like to call her. Very interesting mob to fight. Can sometimes leave a trail of string around, so you know when they're about, when you just see some string randomly lying everywhere. So these guys are completely invincible. No matter how hard you try, you cannot actually kill them with a bow or with a sword either, and you cannot kill them with splash potions. So the only way to actually kill them is by holding a gold sword. Now I'll just show you some of their attacks. I'll let it hit me. Alright, so it gets poison and knocked back, and it can also throw you into the air a little bit, so it's very powerful. I've got some pretty strong armor on at the moment, well, kind of average, but ow, and I'm already getting absolutely destroyed by this thing. You wouldn't want to come across this in survival mode unless you are equipped with a gold sword, in which case you are ready to take this guy on. If not, then please run in the opposite direction. So, let's hold this sword, and we'll just keep holding it until we'll see some particles, which means that the sword is pretty much ready to be used against this guy. So, we might be able to see it in F5 mode. If I hold it for long enough, then I'll be able to kill this guy, and the only way to do that is by walking up to him and hitting it. And I don't actually see any particles right now. I wonder why that is. Anyway, we'll try and kill it. Yep, there we go, he died. And then he drops this bone called Skitter's Bone, which gives you knockback 3, Bane of Arthropods 5, but also, when you're holding it, allows you to become the Skitter. That's right. So, what this does, it makes you completely immune to poison, gives you speed and jump boost, allows you to have these spiders accompany you wherever you go. They just give poison and teleport entities upwards when things are nearby. And, a bonus, you get this awesome bone to go with it. And that's pretty much it for this ability. It's very simple, yet it's quite powerful and can be quite overpowered sometimes, because you can just run through all the mobs. Oh, by the way, you do get hungry as well, but it does have a downside. If you choose that you don't want the power of spiders anymore, sometimes you get a poison effect, and that will take away, let's see, that will take away about 3.5 or 4 hearts. So you don't want to stop becoming the Skitter when you are low on health, because that is dangerous. Also, if you're in midair, then you'll suffer a bad jump damage effect. Anyway, let's move on to the tutorial. So, what's going on here? Well, I just want to go through the spawning, because you don't actually have to have a spawn egg named Skitter to spawn this guy in. Let's just... Actually, we'll be fine. Let's have a dead bush on the ground. Whoops. Yeah, we'll get to that soon. Let's have a bush on the ground. Oh, we can't do that. Sand. So you only find these guys in the desert, by the way. So what happens is when a zombie walks on a dead bush, he becomes the Skitter. In theory, I think I might have done something wrong here. Okay, so when a zombie is on top of a dead bush, they become the Skitter. Alright, so what's going on here, and why does it work with spawn eggs as well? Well, that's these first 2 command blocks. These are very simple. Executes from someone whose name is zombie, not just any zombie, but name is zombie, so just naturally spawns zombies. Detects a dead bush, and then it will set its entity data to Skitter, and it will change its equipment, and rada. And then this entity tag will be constantly set for all creatures named Skitter. So if you go up and rename it, that is actually an effective way of disabling its powers. That's actually true for all my mobs, because it's heavily relied on what it's named. So, how is it spawning all those spiders, and why does it still track you when it's moving up and down? Well, I decided, because mobs, you can't actually make them track you while they're in mid-air. Even with the motion tag, you have to use like hundreds of command blocks to do that. I thought, well, motion is conserved when lots of things are spawned in one spot. So I thought, oh, what better thing to do than summon spiders? And that's where I actually got the idea from. So what it's doing, it's just constantly summoning some spiders. If I can find the command block for it, that would be nice. There we go. And they have a wither effect, which is why they die sometimes. And also, alright, let's see. Alright, so if there's air below the spider, it will give it a score of spider 2, and once that hits 0, in other words, when they're on the ground, their score will go down, and once it hits 0, it will kill the spider to make sure that they don't bundle up a lot, because I did have a problem where millions and millions and millions of spiders were spawning, and that was not fun. So there you go, there's the command block for that. In addition to this, if you're near them, they'll give you a poison effect and a jump boost effect. My command blocks are all over the place. So, that's that. For the killing with gold sword, oh actually for the jumping, I'm just adding a score, and once it hits 0, it will set the motion to up, and that will hit 0 every time it reaches 70. Now you can actually decrease the time that it does this, just like that, and it's that simple. So how is it detecting if I have a gold block? Oh, by the way, the string is killed by these spiders, so otherwise there's just string absolutely everywhere from all the dead spiders. But anyway, it's detecting for a golden sword. It also removes your score if you're not holding one. And then if your score is at least 200, then it will kill the skitter. And it should do the particle flame. Oh, I forgot another tilde right here. That's why it wasn't flaming before. And then it will set... This is the next part, the bone. It detects for a bone enchanted with knockback 3. Then it sets a new score to 2, and that goes down every time you're not holding it. And then if that's true, then it will give you jump boost, take away your poison, summon those spiders again, and give you speed. And that's pretty much it for this command. Now I just want to demonstrate one thing. If you're holding the bone, and you get it like, say, a creeper, and you jump over the creeper, that is actually how you apply it with the poison. You can also just walk up to it, and that will work too. But most of the time, jumping over it applies the poison effect. So, that is pretty much it for this one command creation, which is going to be one command in a moment. Link in the description to the command. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Oh, by the way, you will see this mob in my new game, which I'm working on. So, thanks very much for watching. Have a great day.